Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are at in your day. Hello and welcome. My name is Faith and my pronouns are she, her. And today I'll be leading you through a gentle, close to the ground flow. We'll start by warming up our spine and then we'll move to an earth vinyasa. We'll do a couple rounds there and we'll come back to center. So for today's practice, you'll need a space to practice in. It doesn't need to look like a mat. It can be on the ground, it can be on the carpet, because we'll be on our knees for a period of time. I do recommend having a blanket, or if you do have a mat, folding it in to support your joints. So we'll start in a seated position. You can start cross-legged, you can start on your knees. We'll be here for about 5 minutes, so you'll want to be somewhere where you can settle into the position. But if ever you need to readjust throughout, take that movement, do it. Listen to your body. I'm going to be sitting cross-legged on my lovely pillow. So take a moment to settle in. What does that look like to you? Is it shifting and shuffling around? Well, maybe soften the gaze. Maybe you stare at one point and let your vision get a little fuzzy. Whatever it looks like to you, draw your attention to the points of connection to the ground. For me, it's my bum, my knees, my legs. Feel that grounding energy come through. Move through these points of connection up to the rest of your body. You can, if you'd like, draw your attention to what you're wearing maybe. Maybe your socks, or your bottoms, or your top. If you're a glasses wearer, your glasses. What does that feel like on your body? Is there any sounds that come up? That's okay. Acknowledge them. I hear you. But remember, this is your space. Without trying to change it, notice your breath. Notice its quality. What does it feel like? Sound like? Is it deep? Shallow? There's no wrong answer right now. This is your breath. I'd invite you to exhale when it feels right. Squeeze all that breath out. Empty your belly, release. On your next inhale, sit a little taller. Draw your breath into your low belly. Guide it there. Guide that beautiful breath. And then when it's full, exhale. Squeeze it all out. Squeeze belly to spine. navel to spine. And when you inhale, same thing, bring it down to your low belly. Fill it up slowly, and then exhale. Maybe this time when you inhale, you pick a color. The color, your favorite one that sparks joy. For me, it's green. And you imagine that you're inhaling, that you're absorbing this color. When you exhale, now imagine a different color. You're exhaling, it's coming out of you. Inhale that color that sparks joy. Maybe you think of something that felt nice today or this week. Coffee for me. And then exhale anything that doesn't serve you. Let it all go. Nice. Do a couple rounds like that, inhaling that color that sparks joy. Maybe grasping on to those things that filled your cup today, this week, in general. And then exhaling, releasing everything that does not serve you in this moment. A few rounds here. Rising tall with your inhale. Navel to spine with your exhale. Last round here. On your next inhale, sweep arms overhead and give yourself a lovely little stretch up. Maybe you move, stretching one arm further than the other. And exhale, release, drop it down. Maybe come all the way down. Make some sounds. This is your body. Let it express itself. Inhale, arms up. A delicious, yummy little stretch. And exhale, hands to heart center. Excellent. This time, when we put our arms up, inhale. We'll exhale to one side, one arm down. Exhale, bend towards that side. Waking up our lovely spine. Inhale, arms up, center. Exhale, the other side. The other arm comes down, bend. Inhale, arms up, center. Exhale, bend to the first side that we started on. Inhale, arms up, center. Exhale, other side, arm down, bend. We'll do 2 more like these with your breath, with the rhythm of your body. Find what feels nice in this moment. Last one on each side. Make sure you even it out. We'll meet with hands and heart center. Take a few rounds of breath here. Maybe you uncross recross your legs. This is actually really uncomfortable for me. I can't sit cross-legged, so I'm gonna move it back to where I was. Exhale, one more round of breath here. Inhaling and exhaling. Excellent. So we'll move to our hands and our knees. Tabletop position. Move my pillow. In this moment, I'm going to support my knees because we'll be here for a little bit. I've grabbed my handy blanket. You can use a pillow or whatnot. I'm going to go underneath my knees. Ooh. Take your time getting there. There is absolutely no rush. So we'll start shoulders stacked over wrists. I often mix them up. I call them ankles, but rest assured, wrists. Make sure that your hands are shoulder width here. Hips over knees, and we'll inhale, draw the belly down, head up. And exhale, belly in, chin to chest. Maybe you make a nice sound. Inhale, belly down, gaze up or in front of you, and exhale, navel to spine, chin to chest. We'll move between these two with our breath. Inhaling to come up and exhaling to look down. Find a rhythm that works for you and your breath. Maybe you venture off the tracks, dare I say, and you look behind you. Maybe you look on the other side. Maybe you do a couple of circles with your spine. Find what speaks to your body in this moment. What feels so good? Find it. This is your practice. Couple more. Remember your breath here. Last one, last round of breath, whatever that may look like to you. We'll come to neutral spine here. So not this, not this. Neutral. You can bring the left palm in a little bit, turn one of your palms towards center. Inhale, take your opposite palm, right in this instance, and you'll trace your arm, your chest, and you'll open up. Maybe you stick here, maybe put your hand on your hip. A couple of options to play with. And exhale, thread the needle. So between that space, you'll put your shoulder down, head down. Inhale, arm comes up, tracing your lovely body, lovely space, and exhale. Thread that needle, shoulder comes down. Inhale, arm up. Last one here. Open, open, open. You've got this. Don't push yourself. Find what feels nice. And exhale, thread the needle. We'll stay here. In this position, arm out. You can keep your hand by your side on your low back or out in front of you. What feels nice? You decide. You can try them all out. That's how we know what we like. Take 2 cycles of breath here. Inhaling into your low belly. Exhaling out. Breathe into this new space, new, different space that we've created. And exhale. Wherever wherever your hand is, draw it back to center, push up, and restack. Find that neutral position again. This time we'll bring right palm in towards center. Inhale, with your left palm, trace your right arm, chest open up. And exhale, thread the needle through that space. Shoulder comes down. Inhale, arm up. And exhale, thread the needle. Inhale, arm comes up, tracing your body up. Last one here, and exhale, thread the needle. We're gonna stay down. So you can move your palm overhead, you can keep it where it is, or you can find a spot on your low back. This is not comfortable for me, so I'm gonna reach it up overhead, planting it in front of me. We'll take 2 cycles of breath here. What feels so good in this moment? Think about that feeling. Breathe into that new, different space we've created, and exhale. Last cycle of breath here. On your next inhale, slide your palm back if you've moved it, and push up. And we're back in our tabletop position. Take a couple of breaths here, move your body. Maybe do some circles again. Maybe reverse that circle to even it out. We'll move back, sitting up, sitting back on our heels. Tuck all toes in. Get a nice foot stretch. If it's too much, you can take some weight up. If there's too much sensation. And exhale. If you want, you can move your knee support out of the way. We'll start at the back of our mat and we'll reach forward. We're going to start doing our earth vinyasa here. So hips over knees, arms reaching out overhead. You can place a pillow. Your dogs come to say hello. You can place a pillow where your head is. Puppy stretch. Widen your knees to create space for your belly and melt your chest down. Oh my gosh. Movement is so good. This pillow is not doing it for me, so I'm moving it. Take 1 cycle of breath here. Get to know the space you're in. And exhale, release. On your next inhale, hips come down, slide forward. We're going to go in Sphinx pose. You'll want your shoulders over your elbows, so adjust as needed. Chest proud, pelvis pressed towards the ground. Inhale here, Sphinx pose. Exhale, pressing your tops of your feet into the mat. Legs are not on vacation. Another cycle of breath here. Our next inhale, we'll grab opposite elbows out in front of us, creating a little pillow for our forehead to rest on. Wisdom pose. You can bring your feet up and do a little bit of a windshield wiper move here. It feels nice. Maybe you explore a different kind of movement here. Find what feels right for your body in this moment. One cycle of breath. One more. You got this. On your next inhale, tops of your feet come down. If they are up, slide your hands underneath your shoulders, push up and back, child's pose. Lots of space between your knees for your belly to rest. Arms can be in front of us. You can bend at the elbow, do a little shark fin, or you can bring your arms down at your side. Maybe you think of something that feels more comfortable. Take that. 2 cycles of breath here. On your next inhale, bring your hands down in front of you and slowly push up, coming up vertebrae by vertebrae. Your head comes up last. Shoulders shrug maybe. Opening it up. Hero pose. Take one breath here. My feet already hurt from being in here. It's okay. I'll adjust. Come up on my toes. And exhale. Nice. We'll do that again. We'll do that 2 more times. So we'll start hips stacked over knees, reaching out, puppy stretch. Lots of space between your knees for your belly. Melt your heart down. We'll take it a little bit quicker here. So inhale and exhale. We'll move right into Sphinx. Hips come down, sliding forward. Adjust so that your shoulders are stacked over your elbows. Press tops of feet and pelvis into ground. Inhale and exhale. Wisdom pose. So we'll make a small pillow. Grab opposite elbows like this. Head comes down. Maybe here you windshield wiper. Whatever feels nice. 1 cycle of breath here. I'm getting a very nice massage on my legs right now. Feels nice to move. On your next inhale, put your feet down, slide your hands underneath your shoulders and push up and back, child's pose. We'll be here for 1 cycle of breath. Maybe your arms are overhead in front of you. Maybe they bend at the elbow. You do a little shark fin. Maybe they're by your side. Whatever feels nice. Doesn't have to be the same as it was last time. On your next inhale, slowly walk your hands to your knees, coming up vertebrae by vertebrae. Head comes up last. We'll exhale here. This time when we inhale, arms reach up. And we'll cactus the arms, chest proud. Press your hands back. Oh, it feels so nice. Maybe you do a couple spirit fingers here. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, cactus the arms again. Do one more. Inhale, arms up, and exhale, cactus the arms. Hands come down. We'll do our last earth vinyasa here, our last little flow. Shoulders over hips, reach forward, melt your chest down. Feel free to mute me if you'd like, and you can go at your own rhythm if you remember the poses. If not, come on, let's go. Inhale, exhale. Okay, this time inhale, think of that color, lots of love in. Exhale, release everything that doesn't serve you. Next time we inhale, we'll exhale, move forward, slide forward, hips down, shoulders over. Not ankles, not wrists, elbows. Inhale here, final feels good. Pressing pelvis, legs, tops of feet into the mat. And exhale, melt down, create a little pillow, grab opposite elbows, head rest down, maybe do a little windshield wiper. Nice. One more cycle of breath here. Find what feels good. On your next inhale, feet come down, slide your hands underneath your shoulders or wherever by your ribs, push up and back, child's pose. Inhale here and release, exhale. On your next inhale, come up and exhale. Sit down. Take a little break for some water. Welcome back from your water break. I did not grab water, I grabbed coffee. All right, excellent. So we'll come to a seated position and we'll put our legs into a nice straddle position. So feet in front, hands by your side, and we'll knock our knees to one side. Maybe your hip comes off the ground. If it does, that's okay. Come back and inhale here, center. Exhale, knock your knees to the other side. Inhale to center. Exhale, knock your knees down. You can find a nice rhythm that works for you. Remember your breath here. If you would like, you can take your opposite arm up. I'll show you that in a moment. Put it on your knee. Look. Come back. And up. Whatever feels good, just pick it up. Find a rhythm that suits where you're at, where you want to be right now. It can be quick, it can be slow, doesn't matter, it's your rhythm. Or you can just stay here and straddle with me. Straddle and move. We'll take 2 more cycles of breath. Last one. And exhale it all out. We'll come into our final resting pose, whatever that may look like to you. You can be lying down in Shavasana. You can have your knees knocked in so your feet are spread further apart, knees knocked in, or feet are together, knees knocked out. Have arms overhead. You can be seated, cross-legged, hero pose. Lots of different options. I'm going to rest my back against the wall. I'm just going to breathe. What does your breath feel like to you right now? Adjust as necessary. Maybe if you have a blanket nearby. Tuck yourself in. Focus on your breath. What does it look like? We get caught up in the day and our breath takes care of itself. But when we're not thinking of our breath, we're not breathing, quote unquote, mindfully, our breath isn't going to all the great places it needs to go. It's not drawing deep into your belly, expanding, and then, coming back out, squeezing it out, exhaling as it needs to. And that's okay. But it's important to remember to take those times to breathe into our low belly. Because when we do that, we tell our nervous system, we tell our bodies, we tell our mind, it's okay. I'm safe. If you would like, wherever you are today, you can put one hand over your heart. Maybe it's your left and the other over your belly. You can feel your breath move. Maybe you think on your inhales of that color that sparks joy, the things that filled your cup up today. And then maybe on your exhale, you think of that color. It's a different one. If it release anything that doesn't serve you. Gone. Done. Breathe with me here. Exist with me here. Wherever you are, maybe you bring a little bit of movement to your toes and your fingers. You can stay in this space as long as you need to or as you can. This is your space. If you'd like to join me, you're welcome to. Bring a little bit of friction and heat to your palms. Give it a little rub. Rub. And place your hands wherever feels right, wherever you need this heat, wherever you need this love. Place it on my heart. Wherever you are, bow chin to chest. You can stay here as long as you need to in this space that you've created. If you're ready to say goodbye, see you next time. Thank you for sharing your practice in your lovely, beautiful space with me today. It has been a blessing. Thank you.